Well, I'm really pleased to tell you that our marathoners and their doctors are here today, and I'm going to ask them to come up. Jessica Chipkin and her doctors, Ben Samstein and Tom Cato, Tim Sweeney and his doctor, Josh Sonett, and Benjamin Carey. His doctor, Alan Stewart, is not here today because Alan's back at the hospital operating. But if you all could come up, that would be really terrific, please.
When Jolie extended me the opportunity to make remarks after the video, I knew I wanted to say thank you, but I also knew that wasn't enough. I didn't know what I was going to say until last night. I normally don't get the newspaper for my commute, but because of the coverage for Sunday's Jets game, I picked up a copy. I was thumbing through and I found myself distracted by two pictures in the obituary section because the deceased were so young. I'd like to read them to you. One of them was a memorial for a young man in a baseball cap named Michael. It is hard to believe 3 years have gone by since you were taken away from us. We miss your knowing smile and love of life. Your memory lives on in us every day. We love you more than words can say. Forever in our hearts, Mom, Dad, Steve, Tara, Brandon, Grandma and Allie, your aunts, uncles, and cousins. The other was for a smiling young woman named Suzanne. Happy birthday in heaven. Time doesn't heal all wounds. Love and miss you more each day, Dad. I could have been one of those people, so thank you doesn't seem sufficient after I think about all the could-haves and would-haves. I wrote a book titled Barefoot in November, which is largely a tribute to Dr. Stewart and all of the staff at New York Presbyterian. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be here today.
I feel very honored and privileged to be here today to hopefully illustrate that amazing things really are happening at New York Presbyterian. I'd like to thank Julie Singer, who has gone out of her way to make it possible for me to be here today and organizing this amazing event. My beautiful wife, Beth, whose strength and courage inspired me to never give up, no matter what. She has saved me in every way someone can be saved. Dr. Jesse Wilt, who has been by my side through it all, never allowed me to doubt the miracle. The hardest moment came after my first false alarm. Dr. Wilt sat on the edge of my hospital bed and told me that she wasn't leaving until I was okay. She instantly made me feel hopeful again. Genevieve Riley, who is the person I call first when I need help, she has always been there, and that has made all the difference. Agnes, a nurse who works on the 7th floor transplant, has no idea that she saved me from myself in those first few days after my surgery, because she does it every day. And I'd like to thank everyone in this room for helping to create the reputation of this hospital that made my decision to come here surprisingly easy. New York Presbyterian Hospital prides itself on putting patients first. Well, just for a moment, I like to put someone else first, Dr. Joshua Sonett, or as I like to call him, the greatest surgeon who's ever lived. Not only saved my life with his skill, talent, and compassion, but has gone so far and beyond anyone's expectations. In trying to exemplify Dr. Sonett's unique level of care, best way I could describe it is if someone told me I was his only patient, I would believe it. My recovery has been nothing short of amazing, and in the past year, I've tried to figure out why I've been so blessed. I've come to realize it's actually no great mystery. It's simply because I chose to come to New York Presbyterian Hospital. Finally, I'd like to thank the leaders of New York Presbyterian. I believe that the feeling of hope that took me from death's door back home to my family is the result of inspired leadership. It all comes from the top, the leadership team, the kind of leadership with the vision that emphasizes patients first. I am living proof that it works. Thank you.
I want to thank you all and just tell you that doctors, patients, staff, you inspire all of us in this room and in the hospital to do even more and be even better. Thank you very much for coming.